going on, everybody? It's been a while since I did one of these talking head videos, and one of them that I wanted to do for a while now was my book review on Think and Go Hustle, which the written review is up at seftimorlive.com, but I always want to include a video with all my blog posts, but recently got married and had a lot of things going on in the real life, so it's been a little while, but we're back. And I hope to be doing a lot more of these videos in the future. So if you're not subscribed, make sure to hit the little subscribe button down below, hit the bell so you get all the notifications for when these new videos come up, because I've been churning out a lot more blog posts, and like I said, with every blog post does come a new video. So I'm going to start working on old blog posts now, get those videos finished, and then work on new blog content and work on new videos as well. Along with that is I'm doing other back vlog reviews. But anyway, on to the review. Think and Go Hustle is a book by Dylan Madden. Dylan Madden's a guy that's been on his hustle for years. I first heard of Dylan through a website called Way of the Olympian. It was Dylan's first website, and I just really fell in love with the writing. I felt it was down to earth, and I felt that it was something that I could relate to from where I was. I was looking into getting into writing, and I was looking into getting into just producing content, and he was also on the rise. I always liked blogs to where I could relate to the person, and I could see that I was very relatable to Dylan and his come up. Dylan's newest website is commoncollected.com, which I will link right now up above. It continues his legacy from Way of the Olympian. It's a very, very good and still down-to-earth website that I just love. There's no bullshit. There's no fake shit. It's just all Dylan, how he does things, and how you could apply it to your own life. Dylan also runs Sites Delight, which could build you a beautiful website in case you're looking into getting into blogging or looking into just making a website for yourself, for your own personal brand, business, or any other use. Dylan and I actually first spoke on Twitter. I mentioned this in my article and video on virtual mentors, which you could view right here. The story that we met is actually kind of funny. Dylan messaged me. He started following me after he saw me start putting out content, and I had been a follower of his for a while already. He said that my account was private, and all this stuff that I was putting out, I was tagging the people whose stuff I was reviewing. I was, just get my name out there. And Dylan messaged me and said, "Listen, man, your account's private. No one's going to be able to see this unless, they follow you. You got to unlock that." So he helped me with that, and that started me and Dylan's friendship. And that also shows the kind of guy that Dylan is. He didn't know me. We had never spoken before, but Dylan still offered a helping hand. That brings us to the book, Think and Go Hustle. Dylan's first venture into the book world. Think and Go Hustle is a landmark shift for Dylan's brand as a whole, and that's why I'm very happy for him. Between all the articles, all the YouTube videos, everything has led up to this point. He could physically hold a product that he produced, and for that, man, I say congratulations to you. Think and Go Hustle is a book that stays true to Dylan's writing format. That's why I was excited to purchase it, and that's why I'm here reviewing it for you. Dylan is all actionable advice. Pulls no fluff, no nothing. It's just actionable advice after actionable advice to get you off your ass and to start doing whatever it is that you want to. Now, people are going to ask me, well, there's a million books like that. Why this one? Well, this one because everybody has their own story, and Dylan tells his so well and opens himself up that only he can. And no one else has Dylan's story, no one else has my story, no one else has your story. And the only way to get that is to read the book. Another emphasis that Think and Go Hustle does is replacing those bad thoughts that we have with more positive thoughts. More thoughts of, hey, I have a 9 to 5, I'm doing this, but I need to get on my side hustle. I need to make sure that I'm paying my bills, but I also want to make sure that I'm doing something that makes me feel good in my soul. It makes me feel good at the end of the day that I produce something that I really, really wanted to. In today's day and age, we're all here as consumers. We consume a multitude of different products, from Netflix to books to podcasts, YouTube videos. Why not be a producer of that? Not saying that you can't totally consume, but why not be a producer? And this is what Dylan's book preaches. Start producing your own content. Put your story and your thoughts out into the world. Don't just mindlessly consume day in and day out. I've been doing this for about a year now. It'll be a year in January, with the writing, podcasting, making YouTube videos. And when you're in a low or you're not producing, that's why I like my virtual mentors article and this book, because your peers, the people that you're seeing come up alongside of you or at a higher level or a lower level or whatever, their fire and their words could inspire you to get back on track, which is something that I needed. And that's why this book came to me. Best points of the year that I would need it. Another thing that separates this book from other books is how Dylan breaks it down. And as a nerd like myself, this really was cool. Dylan breaks it down into levels, as in levels of a video game, and we're the hero of this game, but instead of playing it digitally, we're playing real life. As each level progresses from level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Dylan takes us further down the rabbit hole, showing us how to make something from nothing. He shows us step by step and through his own personal struggle and his own personal glory, the steps needed to at least get out there and start creating something worthwhile. Like I said before, especially with your peers or people you know, it's the greatest motivation and the greatest teacher, and that's what you're going to get with this book. And that brings me to my biggest takeaway, which is something that I'm a little ashamed to say. I know better than that, but it's Dylan's take on energy level. Dylan tells us that, we put so much thought into bullshit that it just saps us of our energy. So when we get home, we don't have the energy to do the things that we would like to do, because work drained us. We were negative at work. We were negative on the commute home because someone cut us off, or someone, we were stuck in traffic. I am one of those people that this happens to, and I'll let it drag me down until I come home and there's no way I want to go to the gym. There's no way I want to make a video. But there's always that time to play video games and watch Netflix and do everything else. Through reading this book, it opened my eyes to those energy drains that happen throughout your day, and to not let it get to me. It's not things that matter. It's not things that, in the grand scheme of things, are going to make you worse off. You just got to put that behind you, focus on the hustle, and focus on the things that you want to do and the things that you want to get out of life as a whole. Finally, Think and Go Hustle is a book that resonated with me, as I said, because of the personal stories, and it was just a point in my life where I needed it. I feel I was lacking on my content, and I was lacking on creating. And reading this book lit that fire back in me and got me back on my hustle. Got me back on doing the things that I love doing. And for that, Dylan, I say thank you. And to all the people that helped Dylan with this book and gave him the advice to put more personal stories so people can relate to it, I thank you all as well, because the end product came out to be something great. If you're starting a personal brand or just want to get into creating, whatever that may be, or making money on the side besides your full-time job, get Think and Go Hustle. It's definitely a book that will motivate you and inspire. I'm happy to call Dylan Madden a friend, and I can't wait to see where you go next. Think and Go Hustle is a must-read book for any people that want to get into this game and play it the right way. And Dylan gives you all the tools to do that. If you like this video, please give us a like. Hit the subscribe button so you get updates on all the videos coming out. Don't forget to visit the blog at seftimorlive.com and pick up Dylan's book. I'll leave a link in the description below. Talk to you next time.